Kublaya pi baro kibapet yakani ko kubor jongi upet ngo cable news. Kimat bakong san jong ko kubor men takatayo kilong. Ntung kampura yakumbashi hajan ngot kinas Meghalaya. Bat pelat ke sarkar nyopo kandai point san protengka Shaka Garo Hills Autonomous District Council. Kentat Menteri Rangba Konrad ke Sangma ya ke jingkam badan ke jingti uranium Harilom Garo bat kentu yakipat ke lapangap ban kershwa na ke jingot keba. Penmena ke MCTODA ban penlong ya ke jingyaki na dok kar ponyo Tarik. Penlong jingyaki ke nehuta bamburam uvai sansela ya ke kendon an ke skol ba. Penlong jingyalang u Konrad ke Sangma bat ke kenhon halor ke kam thombor ke kentai bat ke kena. Da ubom IED bakya 100 kilo tam lekbo kirunar hajan ke yang sa jong MLA barim ke umsning lalap ksai ke pulit ya ke badon kti. Yo kanong krem ya ke madan artificial football turf ke baningkong Bat kum shimenta ban kentiu ke sap ke pong jong ki kena penlong ke St. Edmund School da ke concert. Kajialang jong kakan hun menteri kabalalong hagas kibalang jong katayo kala aji menjur bantung kampura ya kisya hajar ngut kinos kibala sya thungkam kum ki ad hoc bat kala batha ya katanat puli puthi bakan wanra ya action plan ban pentrei kam ya kijing ajing mut jong ka Meghalaya State Education Commission MSEC bat ka sarkar jala kala dep seru ya ka song pisa ka bahinyo pokandai point santlur tingka Shaka Garo Hills Autonomous District Council JHADC.
Menteri Rangba Kejelau Konrad Kongkal Sangma ulapan bena bak sarkar keladap sir kesong pisah bahinyo pukendai point san klor tengka Shaka Garo Hills Autonomous District Council. Bat negene pisah kumbak hatwe klor tengka kare kejing sio ke bagi dehok banyo bat ke Batam nere pupra point san klor tengka kare kejing sio lupa naga advance na ke bahak khajna jagi senam menuan. Ulong bagane kesong pisah kade ke Balamang bat pelat sya ke escrow account ke Balamang bet tek tang ban sio ke tulop. Bat leng bagane kesong pisah ke Garo Hills Autonomous District Council mentakan la hagaban pelat no ke tulop ke bakat arbanai jenginong trei. Uli tu bak sarkar jela ke terwaru ikene kejuk kejing terwa ban ajing yarab ya ke Jante Hills bat ke Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council bat kan Chong Hakini ke District Council ban Chimekarai bat ke sarkar kan empen bor setia yaki.
ADCs have not come out with the report to us yet and we will work with the ADCs. I want to make it very clear, as I said, the decision is very simple and very clear that this is not an additional amount that we're giving to them. This is an amount that is going from their own share. We are adjusting in the future the advance that we're giving to them. So this is their money. This is from their share which we're releasing in advance. And the only condition that we have put is that we want a principal secretary to be there to monitor this finance so that it is not misused or diverted for any other purpose but for salaries. And that's where the escrow account has been opened, which will be meant and dealt by the district council. Nobody is going to run this account except the district council and the officials there, and the principal secretary will have the opportunity to monitor it. Obviously, because we're giving an advance and we want to ensure that the money is utilized for the salary. And we have also stressed on the fact that reforms should take place, service rules should come into place, and revenue collection should go up. So we are hoping that when all of this falls into place, we will see some kind of a financial stability. And this offer and this discussion is on even with the Jente Hills and the Khasi Hills Autonomous District Council. But as I said, we are not here to force anyone. We are here to work together and to support and to help them in any way possible. If the councils agree, it's only then will we find a way to work together and to move forward.
Habikiran bikinong patay kubor hadian melawai ke Jingelang. Menteri Rangba Kejelau Konrad Kongkal Sangma uloong baka kenun menteri kala menjur bantung kampurai kinos hapok ke Meghalaya Nursing Service Appointment tumgi staff nurse bat auxiliary nurse bat midwife hagasnam arhajar arpua. Kesorkar kelatung pura ya pelat lai hajar ngut kinong trei ke besyutung tumgi adhok aswa una opera agasnam arhajar nyo kebala pensyong nongrem kat hukum jongki syari bahaya do jongkari ke Supreme Court. Konrad Kongkal Sangma uloong bagat tenat kakot kakya kalawan ra ekathup jong gumbasya hajar ngut kinos ki bahap akan kejuk kathup ya ki balatung kam kum ki adhok akasnam arjar nyo haubnai opera kumta da kebashi me kejuk kesenjam sarkar klarai bentuk kampura yakini
Regularization of the cadre under the Meghalaya Nursing Service Appointment to the post of staff nurse and an auxiliary nurse and midwife. As you're aware that in 2022, if I'm not wrong, we had taken a decision to regularize employees who were appointed on ad hoc basis against sanction post, which means that it was a sanction post, but the proper process of regularization, the proper process of recruitment was not conducted, and hence they were on ad hoc basis. And based on a Supreme Court ruling, we had gone ahead and regularized those who were appointed to such sanction post on an ad hoc basis pre-2008, which means 2007 December. And based on that, close to about 3,000 employees were regularized who were appointed on an ad hoc basis, were regularized about a couple of years back. And later on, again, a list of more people who were eligible and falling in that category were again brought to the cabinet, and we regularized those also. Similarly, today, the health department had brought a list of close to 1,000 nurses who are also in that same category, who have been appointed before December 2007 and was against a sanction post, but done on an ad hoc manner. So hence, following the same yardstick and the same rules that were applicable to all the other employees appointed in that manner, the cabinet today has decided that we will regularize those who were appointed on ad hoc basis against sanction post before December 2007.
Menteri Rangba Kejelau liatu baya ka kaipot jangka Meghalaya State Education Commission lawan ra ha jingelang ka kunhun menteri. Balap diang ya ka kaipot nrela batha e katrat puli puti bakan wan ra e ka action plan ni kata karukom trekam kenang meniak pun trekam jing jingmot jangka Education Commission. Kumta hadin jangka ni ka kunhun menteri kan serai pat kumno banjam saprang ha ka bedai bagi jing pun trekam e ka kaipot bagi jing jingmot bala ai daki Education Commission.
Report of the Meghalaya State Education Commission. As you are aware, the Education Commission has submitted its report, and today we have gone into detail and presented the report to the members of the cabinet. And the report was accepted by the cabinet, though the details of the different recommendations have been they've been asked by the cabinet to the Education Department to go through each of the recommendations and come out with actionables and the way forward, and then the cabinet will decide on how we will move forward in the implementation of the report that has and the suggestions been given by this commission.
Ka Sarkar Jala kala ajing menjur ya ka Technical, Financial and Social Service Rules nagabenta ki jaka Municipal haga Jala Meghalaya. Menteri Rangba ulang bagi ni rules ki dei benta jong jing persang ka Sarkar ban penklan ya ka sensyar kadar ki municipal. Bagi long kat kum gajing betha bagi jing mut jong Sarkar pedeng. Nalor kini ke Sarkar Jala kala menjuru ika amendment jong ka Meghalaya Building Bylaws ka batmu ben penjenai kerukom pendan kam ni ke jaka kajing penbet renti kerukom trekam kajing ajing bet bat kiwai. Kajing elang jong ka kunhun menteri kala ajing menjuru ika amendment jong ka Meghalaya Health Service Rules.
Regarding the technical, financial and social service rules that were made for the municipalities of Meghalaya. So this basically the structure was formed, as well as the rules were also put into place, and this is being done as per the directions and suggestions that have been given by Government of India, and these kind of reforms are taking place throughout the country. The second decision that was also made was the amendments to the Meghalaya Building Bylaws. Again, this is in line with the recommendations that have come from Government of India, mainly to do with the overall management of the land and giving the permissions and allowing more space for building construction to be done, so that more value of the land can come out. And as I said, these are all being done as per the guidelines and the suggestions that have been given by Government of India, and this has been done in all the different locations and different states throughout the country.
Menteri Rangba Kajala Ukonrat Kesangma hagas ngibalang jong katayaw ulaong bakam dan kanu-kanu kajingti ya uranium hapok rilum garo bat ula kentu ya ubakenno ban mi syakmat bat kisaki satar ban pensisya. Naror kan ni ulakan tui ki pat ba ka shinong la pangap ha West Giant Hills ban kyar shuwa na ka jingli ot ka ba khanang ban te la kam ya ka jing nang he ka jing kan at ha khaput ka jila Meghalaya bat Assam.
Halor kejing keno UMDC ke BJP Natura Bernard and Marak bagaran kejing ti ia uranium harilum garo. Nagal yang menteri rang ba kejelau Konrad Kongkal Sangma ulong bakam dan setia kanu kanu kakam lani kasaki lani kejing tep ke bapeni bakum kene kakam kalayat katan. Bad ula kentu inu UMDC banuan cakamat bad kejing tep ke bapenia kena yang baka sorkar kan yo ai no mardor la dan shisha ya kisaki ke babiang. Ulong baginong yalam ki badoni kejingkit klik kemdai ban cukran tang namar bakwa ban paukuman etang ban syuk ban keren. Bad lada dai ke bashisha de banuan cakamat rengkat kejing tep ke bapenia bad kisaki baka sorkar kan dai ke banikong ban ai. Ulapan pauru bagi sorkar kan yang skam makan rem ban persya ya kejing temu banti ya uranium.
There is no any kind of activity or any kind of evidence or any kind of information that has to reflect that any kind of such activity is going on. Leaders in responsible positions should not just come out with statements just because they want to grab attention or maybe just make a statement. If it is the case, then definitely it's a matter of concern. And if it is so, let him come out with the details and the proof. And definitely, if there is any such problem that's happening, Government of Meghalaya will be the first one to act on it. I have made our position very clear that we are very firm that uranium mining should not take place. And there could be situations where some incidents could be there, which may not have come to the notice of the government. So if there is, and if the evidence is there, and if information is there, then please give that to us, and we'll be more than happy to act and take necessary action on it. I just want to also take this opportunity, I forgot to mention, that we have also cleared an amount of 79.5 crores to the Garo Hills Autonomous District Council today, out of which about 11 crores is their dues, which is there right now with us. And the rest of the 68.5 crores is an advance we're giving towards their share of royalty from the future. And so 79.5 crores has been sanctioned and money has been released to the escrow account. As you all know, an escrow account is a fancy name, but it's an account which is, in a way meant to be very, very particular for the salary disbursement, and an account which will be obviously, as I said, monitored in a manner so that the funds are used only for the salary purpose. So this has been done, and with this amount, the district council now will be in a position to release the 12 months backlog for their employees.
Menteri rang ba ke jelau le pentip bagladan ke jingelang ba ke kenhon ke senong lapangap hapo kalama jo ke joint action committee ke bala kerpat man penia cakmat ya ke jing ot ke ba. Konrad Kongkal Sangmau le kentu ikipat ke senong lapangap ban kiar shwana ke jing ot ke ba kenang bantek lakam bakan he ke jing kan at ha ke jaka kaput ke jela Meghalaya bat Assam bat ban ailat ban wan shwa ke jing shongsuk ha kathan. Ulong bawat la ke jing ot ke ba ke de ke bakong san bhai kinong rap bat ikipat ba ndai ke jing singan bat jing yada ke de ke bakong san bat wala penbuan ki brewan pahara ndai ke sarkar kam kwa ban mi kinu ke jing ja ke basngusi. Ulong bula kentu kinong shong shnong baki deban kiar shwa na kejing let ot keba bat ban long ki bayai sha shipor bat ulong baki ne kejing long jengman kadai kaba klem kemi lenti baki ledon shibon kejing ekran baki gan hon baper bat la kemi lenti ban la ban jam shakmat da ka lenti ke bajai jai ula kular bagi sarkar klat trai ki kam ki kerdan baper ban persang manwat ki lat kelenti ban penbet ya kan kejing ekan at.
We had discussed in detail with them, saying that the issue is very simple, that there is a lot of tension in that area, and though the harvesting is of course very important for the farmers and the public there, but safety and security is our utmost concern. And even though we may be able to provide sufficient manpower, but these kind of incidents are something that cannot be 100%, are not completely under our control. And hence, we would not want any kind of unfortunate incident to happen out there, which would only escalate the overall tension in that area. And hence, to avoid any kind of unfortunate situation, we have urged the villagers that we must restrain at this point in time. We must be patient. Situation was not expected to go in this direction. There was a lot of positive dialogue going on between the different stakeholders, and we had expected that we'll be able to peacefully move forward. But unfortunately, this unfortunate incident took place, and this, as I said, was something that even the Assam police and Meghalaya police both were equally surprised, where the discussions were taking place and some sort of tension was there. This incident took place completely away from where the people had gathered. So we are still trying to understand under what circumstances this happened. But while that is happening, this may not be a good time to instigate things any further. We would appeal that we should restrain and allow peace to come in. We are engaging with different stakeholders to see if we can find a way to resolve this issue and work on it. But till then, it will be advisable that we should not go ahead with any activity that could lead to any kind of further tension in that particular area. And after sharing that with them, the people were still keen, and they urged us to speak to our counterparts and other leaders across the border and in our neighboring state, and see if we can find a way, which, as I said, we are pursuing. We are trying our best, and different officials, political leadership, and administration is working at different levels to try and achieve that. We cannot guarantee that right now. As I said, we are trying to talk, but only if we get a positive response from across that let's try to get over this phase and at least allow the people to harvest. Only when we have a mutual agreement will we be able to move forward. Till then, as I said, though the harvesting is absolutely very crucial for our people, but as I said, the lives and the safety and security is of paramount importance to us.
Hakabayday bagajing ekran bani penbet yoput usam hapadang Meghalaya baga Assam. Ukonrat kongkal sangma ulong bagi election ha Assam kala benang penslam bagajing ekran ban penbet no ya kajing kajaput. Bat kom taun ha ban ap hadu ban dadap election ban yo ban yach kemat ban ekran hakabayday bat uput usam.
Meghalaya Commercial Truck Owners and Drivers Association MCTODA nakathan Jaintia Hills hakasiba ajong katayo kalapan bana ban penlong dakajing yaki ban sange kit yaki mar jong ki karkhana penmi dobilan nado ka arphanyo Tarik urisau namar ka jing bom pen orlong yakajing dawa jong ki nong nyatrok bat kalapan paru yakajing sokhya halo kajing don ki kan hon ki ba pendek bat dawa pisa na ki nong nyatrok.
Meghalaya Commercial Truck Owners and Drivers Association MCTODA nakathan Jaintia kalapan bana ban pelong de gijing ki lane ka jing sange ban kit mar na ki karkhana bapmi dobilat ki badan nakathan Jaintia Hills nado ka arpunyo Tarik urisau arjar arpusan habakran ni kala patai kubor ka khatsau Tarik urisau arjar arpusan uba wan shwa nong tudu unong aiktian ke MCTODA Ulitho bagani kajing shimrai ban penlong da kajing ki kelong namar kajing mamla ki karkhana ki bapin mi do bilat ban penurlong ki kajing dawa ki nongya trok ki bade ki trajela udah nong aiktien ulitho bagani kajing ki kan long ka baklem bopor kat bakim padio ekono kono kujuba halo kajing dawa jengki nakaliang presiden ke MCTODA uba mos kalandar marngar ulong bagani kajing ki kelong namar bon ki nongnya kali kilahap ban set ki kali jengki na kajing bamyo kamai bat kene kalong bagi company keladon dagi kali ke banabar kene kejihi kalong ban persya alor kejing bom yo bela kenongnya trok ke beri try jela badalo kejing bom yo ekador kabalabo da ke sorkar
Harjing ide ban ai kam ban ai bela ya ki briu ki jongi kam tam ban kit simen bat klinker te henry hadin bengila pha ya ka chithi ke banangkong ngi claim your response ka baar ngila pha ka chithi claim your response te menta ngila khot ya kene ke general meeting da ka central body ban pensngiu ya jinge jong di Jaintia te presiden jong ka Jaintia unit iba hebor periat ila pensngiu hangi tangi kum ke general meeting menta ka sngi ngila shim da kene ka way ka sur ba ha ka jingelam ka jong i kum district president bar ka jingelam jong i president rang ba jongi ba amos ba ngin shim rai ya kawai ke jumut langba ka jing pasyat jong ki members baro ki bawan menta ka sngi ba ngin shim ya ka straight ha ka arpen yo Tarik ubnai uba chipeu ba ha ka arpeu san nadu ko por khandai beji min step te kata ka de ka jing ha ka jing de bat ke jantia bat ka ba ar nang ta ni kerpat sya ki dealer ki badai hapo ka state ke jongi ngi ai por epi sitio ba pin penbiang nadu menta ka sngi ba mi ekne kubor ngi kerpat epi ba pin penbiang ya ki simen haman ki dukan ki jongpi ya ki jingdon kam hapo ka state bangim kwa ba kan long ka jingthut ya kinong chong jong ka state ka jongi ha jing de bat simen lene ha jing de bat clinker bat kibe Akiban ya ki mineral sene ki bami na jantia. Te kumta ngi ailat pepin ya penbiang ya kini ki mar ki mata ki jongpi ha dukan jongpi kenang makanam thut namar wat mangi ngimtip ba ya kene ki strike ka bangin khot ha ka ar phon ngiu Tarik kan kut lano. Te kumta ngi kerpat sechisen ya ki dealer bat kinong chong jongka Mekhalia jongi ki bu dukan khamtam khasi jantia bakin ye trei rangkat batngi bat bakin snok tilang batngi khenang begin job ya kene ke jingele ke jongi ka ba ngin subscribe ha ka ta ka singi arpen yo Tarik benai arpeu san
nan kong kade ke jing khnyat ba kim ailat ye ki kali jong kitra jala mo kim ailat ki dawan kitra jala ki pa yen shwa dawan kin lot shwa kali jong gitu company bat kin ai shwa itu kali jong ki bar jala Haraya kita jela kim ai. Lada kita kini ki kali jong company bat jong ki barjala ki yo light trip stayo, lani art trip stayo, ki jongi ki yo shi trip shi banai ro. Kata kade ke jing lap jongi. Bat kajaka panhap ro, ye ki kali jong ni factory kali barjala mare poi mare panhap no. Kat ba ye kali jong ni kita ri ki phayen kai laisi sausi sansi. Tham ai wat tanga bai bamru. Kata bi kane ka pengia kan. Ka penjenjar kini kita kali ki manse ba kami ki aban set no. Jana menta kani ka kador kidro. Kador kit ro kamut baki khinyot ka sarkar kala ai khandai tengka kilometer kala pas ya ka an jo ka RTE jo ka government jo ka megalia kala a ya kata hrena ka yuki ki ai menta kador san ka ban rutungka teda kani kador kamut ba kini ki try kali jongi kini ki try ki kali jongi try ri ki jongi kimla ban shan ke nya kata namar ngimla ban inu jor bat kini ki try bat kali jongi barjala makini kali barjala lara kiwan na barjala ki yo trip ki wan sa megalia Bakini barjala ro ki ij ban ai trip ya ki kali jongki. Ladang ile yang mengi saberni. Shibna ngim yo trip. Kat badai kini kali barjala pat latang padiang gila ai trip. Kani kan gawai ga ba ki ya imparamaki. Tengi ro iko ban tentu ya gini ki trai ri ki jongi ba ya ka ngin but nuksa ya ki. Lada maki gila ban pen imparamaki te kalong kan le ayu yang i bangine pen imparamangi kata kai.
Kikin hon jong kinong hikai hapo kalama jong ka Northeastern Hill University Teachers Association nehuta hakasi hatma jai jong ka tayo kalapan long ye kajiyaki hakamat ka office rekam jong vice chancellor Professor Prabha Shankar Shukla halor ka kam bamsap bat ka jing bom buram ye kikendon an jong ka school ba nehu
Ka kenhuan kino hikai jong school ba nehu hapo kalama jong Northeastern Hill University Teachers Association Hakakat sau Tarik urisau arhajar arpusan kila penlong ya kejing yaki akamat ke office terekam Vice Chancellor Professor PS Shukla ban penpau kejing persya halor kejing bam buram jung u ki kendon an jong ke skul ba bat persya ki kam bam sap jung u. Habakran kila patai kubor na kaliang presiden kanehuta Professor Lakon Kama. Ulithu bu ni Vice Chancellor uklamwan terekam lajan dap sisnem dari ubam tek ya ketulap klam salia. Wat hadian boleh shimshti di benai bat ulapan bena ba ulawan trainer Delhi. Professor Lakon Kama ulapan pauru bu ni Vice Chancellor Umju Shah Satya yagi Pro Vice Chancellor ban pentulun nigi kam. Ndai ulah hukum na syabar ke skul ba ban lehi ki kam baro. Kabelong kejing penjaklia ya kejing penyat kam ke skul ba. Ulang ru begini kejing le jong Professor Shukla kalong ke kam bamsap ke bashir kai. Bat ka ba penihar kerdan ya ke skul ba. Kabelah hiar jor ha ka ranking jong ka katkum ka National Institutional Ranking Framework hapo kejing alam jong u. Shushu ulapan pau kejing persya ke bajur lor kejing dan kejing edai ke bajan uni Vice Chancellor bat ke company MTDC ke ban Impal. Ya bon ki kam la IT ya ke company Omi ke ban kejela ke belong ru kalat pun yok ban bamsap. Na keliang ke nehuta kala syam karai bandaj ke nong ba Delhi bandaj uan ha ketenat pulih putih ke sarkar pedang halor kini ki kam bamsap bat ke jing pentron ki kendon an jong ke skul ba. Kanehuta bat kiwe ki senjok kum ke Northeastern Hill University Students Union bat ke Northeastern Hill University Non-Teaching Staff Association kidawa bade ban weng no yu kum u Vice Chancellor jong school ba.
Executive Council namar ngiu baki kambi an ki babon bolale ni nakaliang kan ni huta ngiladap dawa namar bon haki eki mat bangi hapsim khya bha namar pi ka isi ka de ka highest executive body to ka ba bansansar kan ni hu ka isi ka de ka body ka ba kongsan ba hanrai ngiu ba lana umyo ban penong ya ka isi hang ne ban chair do PVC let's say PVC tural ne PVC Shillong tamut ki kam jongi kila sakul lot kawan ningkong kade ka confirmation jongi niki no hikai ki balawan la jon matala arsenal ki kamyo confirmation number bapat long ka isi kumjo idon ki promotion bala ada black man hakane tang kindian ngot yang bun ki promotion ban wan ada kam long ka isi meeting tamut kim yo ban yo ya kata ka promotion jongi lene kata ka jingki kerdan jongi hapo ka kam hikai kabalai long ki babon baki ki mat ba uniu shukla lingba ka jing don jong ushabar kan nihu I kumba udon bet ka jing ya trailang bat kene ka Manipur Tribal Development Corporation Imphal ba kini ki kam shna jing shna hapo ka tura campus uyele ban yai ya ka executive council uyele ban yai ya ka building committee but umut ban ai instruction be satai ba kinya chakmat ya kene ka kam pin kan mau ya kene ka kam hapo ka tura ban shna ki jing shna khandai pu ar point life way klor ka project bayo naga Ministry of Minority Affairs Government of India hanrai kata ka project kumno nama lingba ka MOU bala sign bat ka nihu UI be ya kane ka MTDC Imphal kane ka MTDC Imphal pade ka pen trekam ya kane ka project lane ka mud ban pen trekam hanrai ngiu iba lada kamdon ka jing rai na ka executive council lada kamdon ka approval na po ka executive council kimla ban pen trekam hanrai Shukla lingba ka PBC tura nangtai I instruction ba ka kam deben ya besakmat. Kapani ba ki ya ya ka executive council namar kam tam bangi lingo belai kene ka MTDC. Namar ka jo ka kam hapo ka nihu tura ne Shillong borosi kata shoban wan u Professor Shukla ka lebet ka campus development department jungi ka CDD. Ka CDD department namangi don ka engineering udon university engineer. Jinsa deba ayaki ki laban ai ka tender kilaban shimya ka tender kilaban jet we bakam duna ya ka jing bo ki tender nang ta kilaban aya ka kam hanre u ya like knang ya ka CDD nehu u aya ka MTTC namar MTTC ru ka jo kan shim MTTC Imphal kan shim ya ka ne kan aya tendering nang ta kan le tender nang ta kan aya ki breu ki ba le se job ya ka ta ka tender ban bam pisan lingba kini ki project ban pentri kam umde tangkane bat kane ka project badang pan pisan na po kay di tang pasna ka DPR bakin pan pisan na po NEC ru kande bet digi folklore na te pasna ka ka cluster classroom bat ka examination block kumjo ya ka MTDC Imphal u ai masna ka DPR bele ai ya ka CDD jongi masna ka DPR nama ka CDD jongi ka de ka bala trem masna ka DPR ki project ban pentri kam po kan niu Shillong ne turane sipo wajar ki ka pa jongi hanrai u ya na knang namar utip ba ka MTDC kamdon jinge de bakan nihu la shai kamdon kam man ajing khanya no rai ka CDD jongi ka de ka tanat jongi le se kamnut ban le kam bi an namar la shai ka ajing khanya po nihu kam tam mangi ki no kya sang jongi noi ka le ki sang jongi student ni laban li wajing tip la ban pe ki ka kam sniu bagi la le hantel ne no kam bam pisab bagi la le hantel rai jet khana ka MTDC namar MTDC kamdon jinge de bagi halor kini ki mat bat don su ki mat ki barit bari hanre amde ki ba kongsan hanre kaba ngishim ki ngisusi ba lingba ka jing ya kranjongi bat ka ministry jisha ka university kala de ban ya jai hanre kam ya jai tang na menta ka jing tuklar jong shukla tagadau kini ki kam ban penroi hapo kan ni huru la sakul pe hapo Shillong pinung yu ka pisar ngila sakate ki jing yo hapo ki department yo ka research ngim ka pisang ngim don ban le conference ka pisang ngim don hanre uniu bre utuklar be najngai namar ukwa hi ban penhiar susu ka university takadang ngi dawa be ba ude ban e sendon hanre bre ude namar wa kham reban snap le se umpa namar le se don ka pisa sikit hangne ban kamai le se umka ban e kan ni ho lingba kini ki project bangala oi pe kede la kene ke phapo arlak ne ka khnai po r point lai we le kene ke ban wan mantana ka NEC le se don be ka jing thmu ban sna pisa takara umka ban e kene ke shuki hanre lingba ka jing don jong hante wala bo umdon hang ne po ka office ka pen ko e ka tre kam jungi ku university namar PBC hapo Shillong ba shong ha ka shuki umla ban le namar uang baik nak tai ba mem de belek kami mem de belek tai la lang ba usup pun khanglat baik namar kat kum ka an la don armut ki provisi kita balong senior provisi dia ben lek kam jong visi
Menteri rang ba kejala ukon rat ke sangma hakas ngi palai ula lom ya ke jalang hapo sekretariat bat ke no alam jungki ken hon bapher banya tai sani bat banya selok halo ke jingmi ki jingja ki kam thombor persya ki khna bat ke long kemi hapo kejala
Hakne ke jingelang ha secretariat lawan bani shibunta di kinong yalam juki kin honseng balang ki kle nong sin charge nong bat kiwe ha ka bakle tai sani bat pashat ki jinga jingmot ban pen klan ki la jingada bat ban ajing shingan ki kena bat ki kenthai hadin balawai ke jingelang menteri rang ba ke jelau konrad kongkal sangma ulong ba ke jingdan juki jingja hek tayo bagi benai ki belalet kedai ke ke ba sarkar ke sngokya ba Ndrai ulapan tikena pat bak sarkar kan shim gi senjam man penduna gi jingjab ban shimru ikilat bakan don gejinga trailang haprang ki imlang salang kirang ba shnong ki kenhuan bak sarkar jilla ukonrat kongkal sangma ulapan tip bakini shim bentai kla ajing mut ki bakongsan ba ka man kenthuk ya gejing don kam man penbun ki counseling center bat ki counselor ki bat tebet ban kershan ki kena bat samla bat ki ajing mut ban penlong ya gejing petsuthuk pat ba kabahe bat kijing pathai kubor ban petsuthuk ki kena alor ki mat ki bedai bat ki emlang salang bat ka sarkar kan sasedang no yakini program agi kerdan boper Menteri rang ba ulapan mena ba kijing pendat ki kor CCTV ki shnong ki bakongsan kedai keberangya chikmat bat an sabeteng ru ban pendat ki kor CCTV ki jaka ki badan khapsar bat ki jaka nong kendong Ulong ru ba kijing pen bhai ki pos elektrik da kijing trelang ba ki shnong kedai ke bela shimkya bat ke bela pediang ban kentiau ya kijing shinga nya ka por menmiet Nalor kan ye ulapan pau kijing sokya alor ka jing pen sapriang ye kijing tiap ki bampat tikenal ng bakaran sa social media bat ula kentu ginong shnong bagi dai ban pen shisha shwai kijing tiap shwa bakin pen pau ne le ai bat ban chanya kinong lam shnong bat ki pulit macam kya tikena ya kane kamat da ka jingkit clear
with the different Rangbashnongs of different localities, different leaders of faith-based organizations, different NGOs. And the idea was to have a consultation and take suggestions from everybody to improve overall the safety security of women and especially of children in Shillong as well as surrounding areas and the state as a whole. And we have, of course, though at a large scale, we have seen that there has been some decline in the numbers, but the frequency with which some incidents happened in the last few weeks and months is a matter of concern for us. So as a government, we would like to be serious about it, and we would like to ensure that we take steps to see how we could reduce this incidents and how society, the Rangbashnongs and the organizations and the government can work together to be able to achieve that goal. So that's really what the purpose of the meeting was. Very good suggestions came up where they have urged that more counseling centers and counselors should be in place so that these youngsters who require this support get that kind of counseling, which we have definitely noted down, and we are going to act on that. There were suggestions regarding going for very large-scale publicity and awareness programs regarding different issues related with youth and how we should deal with them, and information about different issues that the youths face in today's world. So that awareness can be done at different levels. So there was a lot of suggestions came up regarding that. There was suggestion, of course, also to put up a lot of CCTV cameras in different important locations, different localities, so that there would be a monitoring system, which again is something that we are already acting on. 48 localities have been contacted and the implementation is started. 7 have been completed and another 40 localities will be wired and CCTVs will be active in about another 60 days time. And if there are any more localities which need to be covered, we will take necessary steps to do that also. There was also a suggestion that from safety point of view that street lights could also be improved. That is also a suggestion that we have taken very positively, and we'll be taking steps to expand that network in collaboration with the localities. Also, there is I would like to appeal to the people at large, that today, because of the social media, a lot of false news and information also comes out. There are very quick, news that gets viral, which are unconfirmed news. And because of those unconfirmed news, suddenly you find the public reacting, and community and locality, large crowds gathering, and blaming some individual just because what they saw on WhatsApp or what message they got on YouTube video, and because of which different kind of complicated situations come up, which could lead to law and order situation. And hence we should not start to just react to different videos, react to different messages on WhatsApp, or react to different videos on YouTube, and be careful as to what we do, because this will, as I said, lead to different kind of law and order situations in the state. So I appeal to the citizens that before we react, we should confirm any kind of information and not take the law in our hands. And wherever situation happens, we must trust our local leadership, the local darbars, the Rangbashnongs, and inform the police about this information so that police can take the right steps. So that would be the appropriate way to go forward. So all those matters were discussed, and as I said, a lot of suggestions have come. We'll be happy to now take forward those suggestions and get some concrete action on the ground.
So as a community, what can people
as a community, as I said, from society point of view, clearly we realize that we need to get involved in the awareness programs. There are many areas in which we are not involved as a community, especially when it comes to social issues and and problems like these. So I think at large, awareness, of course, with proper training, needs to be there, and awareness among the community as to what is right, what is not right. Simple things like, for example, when somebody touches you, what is a right touch and what is not a right touch. These kind of awareness for a child is important. Information about also that when you're having problems or you have some concerns, who do you approach? So in those situations, parents play an important role, elders play an important role, and professional counselors play an important role. So this infrastructure in the system and the social kind of a network needs to be created. And we are hopeful that with the suggestions that we have got today, we'll be able to take things forward. I would definitely urge the media as well as the individuals who have different channels, YouTube channels of their own, who are not maybe proper or certified journalists, even those, I would request that we need to be responsible. Just because we would like to get some kind of sensational news and we would like to see our channel get higher numbers, we risk putting information which is unconfirmed and point fingers at individuals, which then can turn into a mob situation where crowds can swell up and law and order situation could break down. So therefore, it is absolutely necessary that the media, the press, and individuals who are involved in social media must act very responsibly when they post different kind of news, and don't post news where you have no confirmed information, because your news or your updates could lead to very complicated situations, could lead to law and order breakdown, and could even lead to a very, very serious situation at the grassroots level.
Kipulit Karibhoi district hakame chung ka sing uplay chung ka tayaw ka baladam kila yo ban pendu no ne diffuse no yaw IED bomb ubala bo hajan ka khardap ying chung MLA barim uba ne lang lingdo ka badan ha umsning Haribhoi district.
All these vehicles get it removed.
Ki Borpulet district Ribhoi rengkat ke jingan lang ki pulet special bomb squad bat kakenhon K9. Hagajan met jaga khatwei Tarik Urisau Arhajar Pusan kila penduk bor no ne kila diffuse yo bom IED baklan bor yo balala bat bo akwai ketlayong hajan ke yang sa abriu bat hajan ka rural bank ha umsning. Kadgum gejing itu special superintendent ki pulit ke Ribhoi UVS Rathor. Leto bahak por news teng ye jan miet layo jengtip halo kejing lap ko ke playong kabala suba badon bom kabala bo ajan ka khadop yeng jong ba ne alang lengdo ubri UMA uberem bad ubah sa mentah umsning bad ajan ka rural bank. Leto ba kumta marmar na kaliang ki pulet ki lahir segan kecaka bad ban petip ru ki pulet ka special bomb squad ba kunhon K9 ban jurep ban khandrai kan kapla. Mat hadin kijing kenra lalap shisha bari ubom IED ubrang terekam ba bau udai ubadon kumbasau kilo news patch program. Kum tamar mari pulit kila khang la no ya kaya yang kinu pat ba nang kathan. Pat sedang pat ban penlip ban pendu obor yau ni ubom hadu kepor kadui beji min mir. Show VS Rathor ula pentep belara no ini ubam jaga tanat sning bala toket ba halo kejing subadon keti jung giru runar kebelet bo egen pela keberan ubam hajan giyeng sa jong ba ne alang lengdo. Na kaliang ki pulet kilalap ksai gitu keberan keti bat shan ken salet ban kemno yaki.
7:30 p.m. we got an information that there is an abandoned bag lying in one of the buildings in the Umsning market. So based on that information, we immediately rushed the team. The bomb disposal squad came from Shillong. The K9 squad also came. And after taking all the precautions as per SOP, we found out that there was an IED, most probably using gelatin as explosives and electric detonators. So it was diffused successfully by our BDDS team, and we have seized all the materials, and investigation is going on. We have a suspect. We are trying to arrest him as quickly as possible.
So right now, sir, which means no arrests have been made so far.
Not yet, but it is highly likely that we'll pick him tonight.
Sir, since as we can hear that this is a house of one of the well-known in Umsning area and Ripoli State also.
Yes.
So according to your is there any suspects or something, sir?
Of course,
why this proposal has been?
It's too early to comment upon that. What was the motive behind doing all this? But we have a suspect. We're trying to pick him up. It can happen anytime soon. So we are on it.
Superintendent of Police SP East Khasi Hills District ba Vivek Sim hakalas ni ublay jong katayo ulong ba kajing yap I heprit badang South Nem hakasnong nongra kadai kabalale do khna ba khalai snem karta daka ba pengam julop haum hanrai hakabe dai pat kajing sha penyap ukhna badang news nem na nongra lomerbo ki polet kedang up ya kai phon jong ka post mortem.
Superintendent ke pulet ke district East Khasi Hills uba Vivek Sim mule tho bagajing syapnyap I hebret bedang South Nem karta hakasnong nongra kadai kebelalait ukna bakat lai snem karta da kabapen ngam jelop hom habakrani gelap tai kubor haka lai trek urisau arajar arpusan uba Vivek Sim mulong bahalo kene kejingja ka special investigation team gedang beteng ya kejing toket haga belayo ben kem ukna bakat lai snem uberan keti ben le agre kam sneu Bat kumbala pau bagajung klat ini hebret kadai bula pengam hom. Da kabakam makani kadai namar bakli kene ubiskit. Superintendent ki pulet ulong bahalor kene kajingkam ka kunhon special investigation team. Kandang tokit shosho bantep bagani kajingja kalaja namar kajing bitar be kene ubiskit kumbula kam ni namar buthu balegi kam sneu ya ini hebret.
The 4-year-old, the case is still going. It's still progressing. With regard to the 4-year-old, the culprit has been ascertained. He's been apprehended. And in my last press briefing, I had mentioned that the child died out of drowning. And it would take us some time to ascertain whether the child died out, whether the drowning was accidental or homicidal. SIT, which has been formed, has established that the drowning was homicidal. So she was drowned deliberately by the accused, who's juvenile in conflict with law. He's still in the juvenile home. Only thing is the SIT is still yet to ascertain whether the drowning, the homicide or the act was done in perpetuation of argument which happened over biscuits, which he has said, or whether it was an sexual assault attempt. And there are many indications to the latter for which we need to establish. So SIT will take some time to establish whether there was any sexual attempt. But one thing I can say that the drowning was homicidal in nature.
Halor ke jing sha penyap u habret banyo senam karta na nongra lo merbo. U superintendent ki pulet ki East Khasi Hills uba Vivek e mulia tho bag jing toket geranya chakman bat ki pulet kirang ap ka kai pot postmortem. Uba Vivek e mulong bagi dan kidak mensaw ka met unu habret kabala bandai hashwa ne hadien mula sha penyap bat kinang haban ap ya ka report jong postmortem. Uba Vivek siya mulong bagadaw hi bagi siya penyap dang hab banwat namar habagilanot kidigi habret bunsin kadaw ke judai namar kajing kwa pisa ne bagi temu banle kam sni operasya kidigi habret ndai hakane pat om 48 ong ye menta namar kim pat yo ya ka kai pot jong ke postmortem.
Some could be antemortem, some could be postmortem injuries, you know that. Usually if the body is exposed for a long time, then you can have postmortem injuries, also means after death injuries from the various elements of nature. So we are waiting for the postmortem report to actually ascertain what type of injuries were antemortem and maybe if there are postmortem injuries also. So from the postmortem report, we will get a clearer picture of how he died.
So any suspect identified so far?
See, as of now, the spectrum of suspects is wide. As SIT progresses and all that, we will be able to narrow further. Since it is a child out here, and where the motive to kill a child is very difficult to establish. It either could be for ransom, which has not come about. It could be for sexual assault, for which the inquest has not indicated of any sexual assault, or we'll confirm that from the post-mortem. And if there's none of these motives, then we have to look for other motives. So it's very important to first establish what is the motive for killing the 7-year-old child.
Halor ke jingja ha ompling superintendent ki pulet ke East Khasi Hills uba Vivek em ulai tho bagani ka khanna bakhat saus nam karta ka rang jinge dai buoi khanna hakane ka shinong la artayo bad akasni bagaja akapor ko bandru beje kalami ne yeng mane kendo ino khna shinrang bad akapor babro ki shinong nge wat ka dan be yeng jong hadin balalap ini ka khanna la pha no eka bande ka medical check up bad hadian kania lai tino ashki bahayem Katba yau deu kena ki pulet kila register muka doma persyayu namar balalap unu shinrang ulahe berkakentai kadek berangret karta.
Our response mechanisms also is one such whereby we had looked at CCTVs and all that. The BSF was very helpful in providing their CCTV. The CLG where we work with the Rambashnam, and I was personally in touch with Bapundro, the Rambashnam of Ompling and all that, and they were able to provide us the ground information and all that, information from the family and all that, for which we could actually know exactly what is the position of this case and how to respond and to act. So accordingly, different stakeholders had, different response teams had come, be it technology, be it patrolling, be it combing, be it NACA, everything was actually put in place in a few minutes only. This whole response mechanism had actually panned out. Reached the age of majority. He is having a relationship with a girl. They've been having a relationship for more than 2 weeks. They've been in touch with each other, and yesterday at about 6:45, 6 side and all that, she had left home on her own and met with the boy, and the girl was in the boy's house. So here we've registered a case. A missing report was actually initially filed, and after we found the boy and we found he's in the age of majority while she's a minor, so we have taken a case of abduction and wrongful confinement. Right now he's being produced in court, and the girl has been medically examined and she's been handed over to her family. Right. Kabu jeng ini pulit ini bahaba ngidon ka case ni Henry kan awan pa jing juar pada ni hable hi war ka jing shai te babun sin hi ba hi tentang bun hi bo nget kini ki khana i ba dan te ki bri bo mas ni wan te kali ba yong ni tam ta jak bi jak ki khana te Andrei kari ka kamram chungi hi complaints will come tama kari kamram chungi hi barwa chisha.
U MLA ka VPP na North Shillong constituency uba Idilbert Nongrum hakala sing ublay jong katayaw ula dawa na usumbut menteri rang ba kajala bantuklar madol badon ki company ki bam patdon ya ka license ki patre kam kum ki aggregator ban penya ki taxi arshaka lani ki bike taxi kabalong bean kat kum ka Meghalaya taxi aggregator operational rules arhajar arpo bat kadawaru ba umdeshu ban penslam ban ajing bit ya ka jets 24/7 kenang bakin yo sedang ya ke jingpen kamai ya ki tuk-tuk.
U MLA ke North Shillong constituency uba Adelbert Nongrum haka kalai Tarik risau arhajar arpusan ulai kendo yo sebut menteri rang ba kejela uba diru menteri ketuna transport uba asnya balang dhar ban pha tuklar halor ke jingpen slam ban yo jingbet ke jets 24/7 bar ke jingyo kamai bean ki aggregator ki bana bar kejela Habakran nigelat patai kubor uba Adelbert Nongrum mulai tu bagajing kendo kalong ban pha tuklar halor kejing keno badan ki company ki bampat dan license ki batrekam kom ki aggregator ban penyat taksi arshaka ni di bike taksi kablong bean kat kom ka Meghalaya taxi aggregator operational rules arajar arpo Bada halor kejing slam ke sarkar ban ajing bit ya ka jets 24/7 ban ajing bit ban sedang kamai taksi no dagi arshaka Uba Adelbert Nongrum ula penpau bawa ke Jets 24/7 kala pendap ya bro ki kendon ke badan kam. Ndai hidup mentah kerang marjing nama kesorkar kam pada ajing menjur bani sedang kamai. Dah ke bakedau ke Jets 24/7 kala ap mentah la palat karbai benai bani ajing menjur rang kesorkar. Ndai hidup mentah kesorkar kam pat pha ikan gunu kubor laga company ke yo ne ke jing menjur ban sedang ya kejing kamai. Uba Adelbert Nongrum ula kentho teng eru ya katanat ahlor ka jingle bam sunyo ki company bam par yo license ban kamai ya kejela ka bapen ken ya ka Meghalaya taxi aggregator operational rules arhajar arko
crisis of unemployment the minister in charge singawa balang dahar mohon kedu i ro ni ka jing complain jong ka 24 kini ki jets 24/7 kini ki taxi bait ki bapania je kini ki business arshaka ti halor ki artali ki mat kawai kamat kadai ka license and on license ken mau ko manong ba ka jets 24/7 kamdei bakalong persya yang ki riders para riders ndai kilong persya kalong kawai company bar kawai company ka jingile kadai kawai company bar kawai company mo namar ka jets 24/7 ka lalong kawai ka company ka ba aikam nam ta ki kon samla ti kawai ga dinam ta ki license on license kini license on license kalong ba manta lai pulai tali ki lai pulai banai kamut la jan ar sinam stay ti kajing complain jong ka jets kalong very valid kawai namar ba ka license na kaliang jong jets klayo of nam arjar arko ajar pulai ajar pulai klayo ka license bagian yo man operate ya kan ka kajing kamai arsaka ti kajing kali menta pa kalong bakini ki way pat ki ba pendongkam illegal operators mo kita ki aggregators ki bamde ki aggregators ki nong ki belum ki aggregators ni te bagi ki company mo ki ba one sengkam ba thau kam no ban yarap nam ta ki khon samla manlai da frustration manlai na ta ka jinglong kotla to ki khon samla kata di kowe ke jingkali ke bangaru kum lokal madi kani ka 24 jets into 7 jets into 24/7 kadi ka ba establish apo conspiracy jonga tekam de ba ngadi lokal madi nga shuan tam bantu kular iki ringa smude bantu kular namar ba kila dap ban ya na ka we ka por shui ka por di continuously kita follow up yang ni ka city complain ke jongki to ki ai biang reminder shai minister deputy chief minister in charge of transport hak Tarik bunai benrio arjar afsa kaju hak bidi bani ban complain na ka banta ki illegal operator tianang ta la ai city complain hak Tarik bunai baspo arjar afsa show commissioner of transport kaju city na ka banta walaupun kan ya rules 3 of sub rules 1 of the Meghalaya taxi aggregator operational rules 2020 di nang tu pat ki layak ban ujor biang show DTO jong East Kasils district kabahdu mentah klam take any action di but I do kasi ti complain show chief secretary, former chief secretary haka apsau Tarik Meravinyo arja son. Di bala I do kasi ti complain show commissioner secretary beri Sanjay Goyal. Di hadu mentah kini isu snap kalong ba kim long respond kim shimla jubab ya ka complain jom ni 24/7 kalong kumba on the mind yaki kan ni kila trestom kan ni dang le stom ulu banyarap support the government nomor nitip pemata ba kumusong no at very present there is no more that we can give hope for our beloved youth regarding the government job mo hinum na syu manai jengker men kalau saturated matang habi yang joki kjap tinrai ke jengkeli pa kalong ba belai duk matang isya illegally ban operate the kiway part ki company yang num batai ngathai government ka tiba ke department ka tiba but ngan approve ik action ke bakai ke action ke ba ke department ke deban shim against segini ki illegal operator markani kan kata pi ka way kalong ba matang ikran ki on safe mo ka jibam singai matala da ki wan kini ki illegal operator na sabar ki company ngarwa dan di kum local media kawan along ba ngawan ban put pressure the minister in charge ba do commercial action immediate action need to be taken against those who are operate illegally pi ka way along ba kata bar ka baru ka jingdu kalong ka leakage ka revenue leakage ya ka government ti kani manu banong responsible who are to be fixed responsible ngapan bu jingkali ti bar ka baar kadai ka kejing ka ni ka allotment order ka ba ka 24/7 ka ba nang yang joki kijat bat menta kini kidang apply yang ni ki license juni individual bikers no ki ba kini ki banyak kamai kidon ngatrai aspa laispa kini ru dang sa pending hadu menta lajan sisnem tikum ki kena apsa ita kam la sha de kilong desperate king of drugs ki kelalong ki form ki militant group manu ban si kejing clear dia lo tanong rim ngawan ni kapor ban put pressure in government lemba minister in charge ban take immediate action habade ban stop no kini illegal operator jong kiway part ki agriculture mo kiway part ki company but hajo por badi ban plat no release no immediately yakini ki license ki badi ki allotment order thanang ba ki kon samna jingi kilomong desperate bakin lapan tre ki kam ala ki jong ki kejap
ki ka assurance ko ki na deputy CM
nakadan jungi yang ba immediately insa tegok parka bagi department concern halo kini isu tengah community bang hani ka light of the day
Hakajung dap arpos nem kajung pentrekam yakaan right to information RTI hakari hakala singu blay jung katayo kinuyalam ke Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC kilapan paw yakajung sokya yakajung persang kaseng BJP ban penduk bor bat ban yurat yak RTI Act dakabas right no yak bor trekam light load jung Central Information Commissioner CIC bat ke State Information Commissioner
Hal kejing rakyat kejing dap arpos nem kaan right to information kino ngalam ka Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC kelepen paw kejing sokya halo kejing persang jang sarkar belai lam daga BJP ban pendo bore kaan kamtam na kejing pekla thamai ba kejing wan ra ikan bathamai habakran kilal patai kubara ka khalai Tarik urisau arajar arpusan u nong yalam ke MPCC uba manual badwar ulong ba kejing thu benengkong jakaan RTI kade ban ai bor upat ba daga bai la ki benya jing tip syapang ki mat rekam jang sarkar ba kejing pelut pisa ba kemudian kam shisha ya kejing sinsyar pat ba da ke bakrau ba ke bor ba kejing trekam jaka RTI kala syap pentulot bor no akish post nam ki blalet balakani kejing pekala bathamai ketela kam ya kejing trei lat lot jong ka Central Information Commission ba ke State Information Commission kijing berkela ke bedai baga port rekam baga tulap jangki commissioner bala pembet eksorkar preng lai ikum kejing ai bor palat ya ke executive berkum kejing persang jangka sarkar ban penduk bor ya ke an RTI la oksho uba manual badwar ula benrap baga Digital Personal Data Protection Act araja pulai ke an bathamai ke pencap tiang bagala ban longkalat ban penduk jingtip hagadur jangka jing ada ya ka personal data nama kita sarkar boker kela ban penon kam bakla ya ke benta jong ka personal data ban khangla de jingi ojing tip sepang jong tu pisapat ba kum ki skim jong ki MLA Da ka bakam ba pisah belut na ka bentar ka jing mentoi pat ba kam de benlong ka kam shimet jung nuru. Uba manual badwar ulong wa kongres kadawa ban pendamno ke jing pentelaan RTI arja ka kendai krang ban mara biang ya ke bor ke jing la luot jong ka Central Information Commission but State Information Commission. Lalor kani keladawa ban pentikina baya ke benta personal data omla ban penkam bakla ban kanglat ke jing jing tepat ba badai hok bat bakne ka an kam dai ban penduna ke jing tmuten rai jong ka RTI bat kiwai.
Hindi la da feedback pat ya kata ka ag ka bala de pas na ka UPA suki ka nang mi usnam ni kwa man pa su thu ik pa ba ka de ka we ka na ki ag ka ba klan ba da su kan ni na ka liang mu jok pa ba kan te suki mitang i pa ba ha ka ni ka sen cha jong ka UPA o jong ka ka ni ka NDA government mo jong BJP na du ala ja khat sao te ki la pon ba ki pa ki la pan pher ka way na kita prepare ka day how to nama kat hajar kat kendai ka amendment bakile ya ka act how hajar kat kendai ka ba let's say ya ki commissioners ki bapat ya ni ka department ya ni ka basu ono bapat ya ka bor mo ban penyaj ya ni kila prepare ka tenure jom ki kom day show to ka sansnam namar por basina ni kong por baka pas ka सरकार कांग्रेस कि ông ba cái đi bên nông kan kam dei shu ban pher palat naka election commission te la de bên nông kum jo means ki yo bor ba kala long autonomous nature ke ndai ke ni ka BJP pat iman ba tieng ne kum no kal penmi kita ki amendment sa kata ko kom ka ba le se ka pentlot ki commissioner ka tulop ru ka siono ka sarkar wat ka state level ko long jo hang tapal ka tenir jom ki commissioner kam le shu ta san sen ki jiet baki la no ban bang ki jiet baki la no ban thap i bat mai ki jiet baki no no te ka shu pentlot bor kala pentlot bor shi bo ni gen ban shu ong no ya ka ni ka commission kanang ba kim se ba ki tieng ba yo sei ki corruption ki ba pher the house nem ar hajar ar hulai sa shi sit mek par ki amen the public amendment ni asal hulai ki permi kita ka Digital Personal and Data Protection Act the hakatu ka act la da fi puli bha da ni pet kham yan jor kham bon man pet kham bania ke tu ka act ru ka pentlot bhai ki citizens namar la da don manu ba file ka RTI kham tam man ong ban sei ki information da sit ma chu ong no kum ki MLA ki penang kam kum noi ki MLA scheme kila bon ki heading ki bala penkelano ba ki de personal meaning penangkam ban ya thu kham bania tang la shu ong ba de personal kumno ki penangkam phimla shu ban sei te bahaba ki phi pentlot ta ka mot bet ba phi aila di ka corruption ba kan nang jul aba ka corruption kan nang jul ki kham yo por ki kham yo lat ki nong mi khaman ki kham yo lat ki nong trai man shu ong do kham tam ki nong trai ba no ki kham yo lat se ban pentelot susu kan ban buri susu ke ban penan kam susu bakla susu ke pisar pilan ke badai ke hok man yo pat ma ti kini ki amendment ar lai ti balalong na kaliang jong ka congress hi iong ba kamla ban long ni te namar popor basna man shuai ke ni ka RTI ni klomut ka klom dan kata ke jingmut kum kata ketika jingmut sisa jong ka RTI ke dai bet ba kumno ban te lakam banum ailat ki department pher banum ailat ki minister pher banum ailat ki MLA pher ki ni bakla te kumanta ku makalom hi menta yesus ngo khia jingmut ban super khat namar ba kat ba ni phai kalong bi kumni phina kan ma tu ka PM care fund ka ba pini ka por covid ya tu ka PM care fund ru por ba ki kili ki bre ko pisa kan no ki yo long of file ki RTI ki te ki RTI activist ma si ai ki penlot ki pisa PM no prime minister umlong obligated ban juba ki ong bai ba ka personal unne be ka roman te kan nya be te ka tu ka penwan ra ai ka jingma ai ka demokrasi ke te fina kan mau bi ha ko por covid mo kan no mod ki brio ki jingkili basuk hai jingkili basukli be kan no mod ki brio ki khlab no namar ba ke mio access ka ka oxygen ka por bi ki don kam ka sarkar la asna kumi kita ki jingkili balong lasik ba don kam ha ban so thu ka weakness jong ka health department jong ke Hendai ke sarkar kam ajung jubab setia dia tu. Teka silong baka buri. Teka pergi baka hati ai suki-suki kat nami ki senam biju baka nang telot kai. Tengi nak po kongres ki kadiman jungi kalong betang tak kai. Kadiman ko penikong kalong ba how to arhajar kat kendai por baki amen ni ka RTI ai. Nathalai ka tu di man reverse. Iki commissioner jong ki commissions jong ka jong ka state information commission KKA ne jong ka CIC ne SIC kumi gitu ngathalai mdei te ban de musliah nakaliang ka sarkar kitu kidi benya autonomous bank kidi ban long be ta ko kin serve be katam katulop ka bal ai ki ka de video ban ka jing thum kam mi gitu ru mdei ba on ban jet ka sarkar ka commission kidi benya parallel kidi benya ka kom ka kidi benya ka hoi ngam om baka executive kam na pandan hendai mdei ka an ban ne don bor kum le ta kum baka long mentang ipet ba babu ni ki commissioner kila shu ha be ka khti jong sarkar tele si kila long kilang ko ngo kat ba om ka sarkar kin hab le ka petrot sisai ka RTI mo
Namar ke jing bom hun ya ka rukom penbena ya ka result tungkam hakas ngi ba arjung ka tayo ka hinu trap youth council HYC kalale ya kandu ya commissioner and secretary ka tanat ka kwat ka kya ban persya jor bat ban dawa ban pinsha ya ka jing penbena ya ki result ban penrungkam ya ki arpawe tali ki post jong ki medical and health officer M&HO hapo ka Megalia Medical Services Recruitment Board MMSRB
Kajing penmenai ki result ban penrong kami ki arpui teli ki post jong ki medical and health officer hapo ka Meghalaya Medical Services Recruitment Board kala penmi kajing pamun halo kajing bah akam kena ketenat akabaga seng kala dawa baka di ban pensyai halor kani ya kani la dawa dak seng HYC Haka khatsau Tarik urisau arajar arpusan ke HYC Education Cell kelalit menikendo yo commissioner but secretary ketenat kakoi kakya ujoram beda pen pau ke jing persya ke jing bah ya ki arpui tili ki kam ke belapen mena haka pratrik urisau arajar arpusan haba kran ki lat pathai kubor president ke HYC ba roi ku parsen ram ulong ba ke jing bah ke ni ki post balat ke long sau tili ya ki khasi jantia kata khat kendai ne kispa kadwe tili ki post ki garo kata san pulai ne kispa atli ki post ya ki unreserved kata kendai point san ne kispa Bat satu lagi post na gebenta ki other scheduled tribes, other scheduled castes, kata kat kendai na kispa. Dan kebakadau bagan ni kejimba ki post kalong kebabean bat kebak klemi hap kat kum ka reservation policy jong kejela jong senam syajar kendai spa nya puwei. Kebabha saupo na kispa ki kasi jentia, saupo na kispa ki garo bat arpo na kispa ya kibai. Bat kat kum ka kota ba saupo na kispa ki kasi bat jentia. Kajingken jok HYC ke peni baki di benyo kuma prat lagi pos om tang south lagi pos ke balapan bena uba roi ke parsen ramu lo ongru balada kani ka terat kelapanan kami kino ki backlog rules agan kurukom baklada waru ki kot kisla bedai baka jing baha ki kam ki balabha da ka bakenturu badai ban pensenge aswa ya ke jing penrong kam na ke bentagi pos medical and health officer tat hado baka jing pensyai baka jing penbet ya kani ke jing kanwan
In the month of July this year, the MMRB has floated an advertisement for filling up of various vacancies for the post of medical and health officer as well as for the post of junior specialist. There are around 77 vacancies, out of which 21 vacancies are for the post of medical and health officer and the rest are for the post of junior specialist. There was a result that was published by the recruitment board on the 8th of this month. When we went through that result, we found that out of 21 posts, out of 21 vacancies that have been filled for the post of medical and health officer, 11 posts were filled from the Garo community. Only 4 person or candidates were filled from the Khasi and Jantia community. As we all know, the reservation policy is applied to every government job. As per the reservation policy, to every recruitment there should be a 40% reservation for the Khasi Jantia, 40% for the Garo, 5% for the other ST and 15% for unreserved category. Whereas during this publication of this result, we found that only 4 posts have been filled from the Khasi and Janti community. So based on that, we came today to meet the chairman of the recruitment board, who is also the commissioner and secretary, along with other officers of the health department, to seek clarification as to why this happened. During our discussion, he has informed us that this is because of the carryover from the previous recruitment process. in the year 2024 there was a recruitment by the recruitment board, out of which many posts were filled from the Khasi and Jante communities, and out of the sanction post that was carried over for this year, as per the roster system, we are entitled only to 4 posts, and our friends from the Garo community are entitled to 11 posts. So all of this were done strictly based on the reservation roster that was prepared by the department concerned. So that was the explanation given by the Commissioner and Secretary. Whereas from our side, we have also shown our dissatisfaction because in the year 2024, when the advertisement was floated for the recruitment, there was a subcategorization of posts as per the reservation. If you look at the 2024 reservation, you'll find that out of 50 or 40 or 50 posts, there was a subcategorization of how many posts will be given to the Khasi and Jaintia, how many posts will be given to the Garo community and to other SC and ST, strictly for the medical and health officer posts, as well as for the junior specialists. But what they did this year is that they have combined the post of medical and health officer and the junior specialist and bringing in a combined reservation. So this has created a confusion, because if you see, out of 21, 11 posts has been given to the Garo community and only 4 posts to us. We feel that this is not right. So we have discussed with the Commissioner Commissioner and Secretary of Health Department to bring out a system which will simplify the process, as well as to make people aware whenever there is a recruitment process, to make people aware as to how many posts the Khasi and Jaintia candidates are eligible for and how many posts the Garo community are eligible for. So these are the discussion that was held today. He has given us the explanation, and he has also assured us, because we have informed him that there are various candidates from the Khasi and Jaintia communities. They are willing to serve the government, they are willing to serve in the institutions of the government, but because of their reservation, because of the roster, now only 4 have been filled. There are a lot of them who have qualified, about 100 or 200 of them, but because the reservation or the roster allow only for 4%, then the rest have been left out. So we want those who are willing to serve the state, who are willing to serve in various hospitals, in various institutions of the state. They should be given opportunity to serve, because most of them are serving now under as 3F employee of the state government. They want to be regularized. So we have had a discussion with the health officials of the health department that the next recruitment process should be done as soon as possible, and he has assured us that the next recruitment process will be held most probably by December of this year, so that these people who are eligible, they should apply and they will be accommodated as per the sanction post or as per the roster that will be prepared by the department concerned.
Kinoy alam jong Federation of Khasi Jaintia and Garo People FKJGP Southwest Khasi Hills District hakasi hat majai jong katayo klele yakendo yo menteri kapuli puthi uba lakmen rumbui bandawa bantai pendap no yak Block Institute of Education and Training BIET hakasnong sakwang kabaha bag Southwest Khasi Hills District bat banpen kalarno Shaka District Institute of Education and Training namar bag Southwest Khasi Hills kalayo no yalaka District Kabapura.
Ki nongelam ke FKJGP Southwest Khasi Hills sebagai jengilam Presiden uba Kenneth Jun nonglat. Kila IT kedor khas uba lakmen rumbui bandawa bentuklar lem mardor macna pendap no ya ke Block Institute of Teacher Education BIET. Kenang bahkan long kejung mentoi ke samla kathan. Uba Kenneth Jun ulong ba kejung wane kendo kediban panjing syai halor kejung mamla bantai pendap ke BIET ke balayat naruk senam arajar katsan. Manakaliang menteri ketenaga kulit putih ulapan pau bagi baik kepada nakaliang ke distrik kem cuma terekam nomor bak sarkar India kelapan mino ya kemat terekam ke bertamai bagi baik kem long show badu menteri ulai ke jengkular bala shim tayo undat benekaran Delhi kumno ban penterekam ni baik ubak Kenneth Jun ulong ba kajing momnon ki baik kum tagi samla kiralit pentibet no yala dia hagi District Institute of Education and Training diet kepada nonong Stone West Khasi Hills. Raya bagilat san pongot layo asit patang prangot berkini kalong kejung dua ke bakrau ki samla jong District Southwest Khasi Hills. Unang ilam ke FKJGP ulong bagi District Southwest Khasi Hills menta kelade ke distrik Bapura na do ke senam hajar khatar. Kumta lade ban kentio no eka bait syaka diet. Kenang bakan no kejung mentoi ke samla pulia bagi kino hikai kathan. Ulia tho bana kaliang jong menteri ketenaga kulit putih ula pentikna belada kam dei syaka bait kadi bendon no dekat diet pada kini on sa jing tip syakaseng on dalwan pai na Delhi.
Shafi namar karkum ki ordinary jong ki don ki we ki block ki bakila kila dep ya ke building. Henrik don jing mutang ba don ke building haba klem function AA. Ti minister ong hajing sisa ya tu angi ba la ban pendep ya building namar bakal kum ke jingi order jingi kontraktor kila ban yok kam slam kim la ban pendep dengan liang distrik jongi kini ke institut ke badan pok blok jongi kalong ba kidang it ko reng tang kipaya namar kajing slam jong ke order ba ki kontraktor ke di ban trei dengan ki so tenar kalong ba na kaliang jong minister hadin bangila ayu wong bangang la tip kam bahayane namar ba hai tuipor ngala long MLA te por jong bo rowel how to snap arjar spau khat way te ngila ya tip kham hangiru ngiliatan banwan sepo konstituensi la jong hanrei iyo no marowel how to por tu wong ngatip kham hayani hanrei kalong bangi sosi nomor ba kami kaniga polisi ka new polisi jong ka education kalong ba kini don kam su kini ki bayat he te nakaliang jong minister kular khmat jongi ba ngan lej ha Delhi hondu bunai bat ngan panjing syai bede ganit om tang naga distrik jongi hari kiwe ro ki balak dep ki building hari pat sanction hadu opat function AA hadu menta ten liang jong minister wa kular khmat jongi ba ngan sim khia gani bat airu ka jing tip hawe dei bat ngi ke ka ba mi na ka jing ya kren jong hapu Delhi kumbalong menta kadon ka dayat hapu nong stone te ngidon kumba prateli khnai teli ki block te tang sispa sit kebasusi kalau ngunak po distrik ke jongi tang prasit ngiyo he te kani ka jing mentoi ka longba om tang ya ki nong hikai hari ki samla puli jongi ke bakwa bandrung sika kam hikai ban yo ki training namar mentai ki nong hikai ru ki haban pan ya ki inu certificate ke baki pas la kalong dayat DL8 lane MTET kumta ter te kan long ke jing du nong samla puli jongi ke badon jingmut bandon siri kam hikai haba kilej san pengut yo tang prasit tikan kadai ka jingdu ka distrik ka jongi kan tina kali yang jongi kalong ba mentak la ka distrik kam desu ka blok kala de banuan no ka dayat kan namar ba kala de ka distrik ka jongi nadu arjar khat ar ngila yo le jong ka distrik Bapura tila da kawan kan ka dayat kalong ka jing mentoy ki samla puli ki jongi bad ikino hikai ki jongi kan
dah ke jing sokya halo ke jing bomyo ya ke pisa wat hadin bala pendap ya ke jing pentre ya ke projek aga se balang jong ke tayo ki kontraktor ki ba pentre ya ke skim JJM hamau kerwat division kilale ya kendu ya u executive engineer ka PHE mau kerwat division ban pan jing pensai halor ke jing pensateng ban pelat ya ke bil jongki
Ki kontraktor ki bapentrai ke skim Jal Jeevan Mission ha mau kerwat division daga mensim ke besngokya ha ka khatsan Tarik Risau arjar arpusan kilalit bani kendo yu executive engineer ke PHE mau kerwat division ubaki nong besau halo ke jing slam jaki bel wat la hadian bag ki babun ki kontraktor ki pendap hok ya ke jing menteri jaki ha kapor ke badai Uba FD Ramsid wen ki kontraktor ha bakrani kila patai kubor ule tho badan ki kontraktor ki bela pendep ki jing trai la kumbar senam badan ki bela pendep labun benai ndek basngosi kelong bahdu mentak kim shimlayo ki bil bat kini kalau rat jing ya shibun ki namar ki dan ki kontraktor ki ba shusham da karam na ki bang bat menta lapha ban siono e kani karam Uba Ramsid ule tho ba kabel ke basakut ba kebalada ban pha shashilong baro kalakot chakasapu pra klor tam bat ule tho ba kani kadai tang kabel keberada pha baki bel ke beklempat paru kerang bon ha ka bedai begini ke jing ki kontraktor jong kathan mau kerwat klarai ban ye kendo no yo chief engineer kumjoru yo Konrad kongkal sangma ban kerpat begin so sen elam man plat no ki bel namar kla pendap yala ki kam jongki
te din bede kalong bangila nyarai bangin wan kendo yo executive engineer jong mau kerwat PHE division te halor ke jing Selem jongki bil jongi ki kontraktor adin baki bobo di kontraktor kila pendep ya kam kidan bala pendep deki arsnem ru kidan di bala pendep mentala bun sa snem bun benai te kelong ba i khamyo ya bil hadu menta te kane kelawan ra ga jingye ya bun ki kontraktor nakane ga Southwest Hill district ke jongi marabun baki kam ngli adap te nakaliang jong engineer mulai ke jing syai yangi ba hadu menta kampat poi ga fon te ka jingong ko jong u wong ba ngam da tip ba na ka e ka daw ko ba penlong kum ni namar ba kani ka GGM scheme man shwa ka long ba ka phone ka wan mang ka por te ki kontraktor kim don GA te re man ta kum tu ngala ong kala wanra ai GA jong ki kontraktor namar bun ki kontraktor ki bla shimlun na bang ka bang man ta kala sedang man I notice bagi day ban siu no te kata kalau wanra si kejing si bun ya ki kontraktor ki jongi kita kadau kalau mana kalian ke jongi ngim kwa syuk bangin ya wan tang mengi simet tinggal ya kenduk lang bangin ya wan no kum ka kenhun te nak kalian jongi mentang itong empat tau ya ka kerja seng te rai kum ki konvenar kam kan ka JJM kum tre ya kan ka skim te kum ta kalau mana kalian jongu engineer nang ne tu wong ba bahawa pinlek mi cha Shillong bani kendu yu chief engineer ke namar ba dang gini kniat sni dong wan na dani te ke ega ka ba jintip khamne kalong bangin yo nang tei te na kalian ke jongi pede kalong ba ni la rai man ta na kalian jongi nang ne na district ngin ban se ban kiu Shillong ban lek kendu yu chief engineer ban hadu ban wan lek kendu yu chief minister ro bam seus na ilam namar bangila pendap ila kakam ke ba kila tha yangi ban pendap kata ka por bangila bu te bun na kalian ke jongi ngila dap terai mata ke jingom yo shu ke bil ke wanra ke jing yangi ke bopun trei ke skem
Habang ini beteng biang yaki kubor sachi sengin pen kemau yaki mat pakong san jong ko kubor mentak tayo. Entung kampura yakum bashi hajan ngot kinas Meghalaya bat pelat ke sarkar nyopo kandai point san klor tengka Shaka Garo Hills Autonomous District Council. Kentat Menteri Rangba Konrad ke Sangma ya ke jingkam badan ke jingti uranium Harilom Garo bat kentu yakipat ke lapangap ban kershwa na ke jingot keban. Penmena ke MCTODA ban penlong ya ke jingaki na dok kar ponyo Tarik. Penlong jingaki ke nehuta bamburam uvai sansela ya ke kendon an ke skol ba. Penlong jingalang Konrad ke Sangma bat ke kenhon halor ke kam thombor ke kenthai bat ke kena. Da ubom IED bakya 100 kilo tam lekbu kirunar hajan ke yengsa jong MLA barim ke umsning lalap ksai ke pulit ya ke badon kti. Yo kanong krem ya ke madan artificial football turf ke baningkong Bat kum shimenta ban kentiu ke sap ke pong jong ke kena penlong ke St. Edmund School da ke concert. Menteri ubah kami ya ke Sports and Youth Affairs ubah wailat Miki Shella hagas ngihat majai jong kata yau ula penbena ban penlong ya ke Unity March hakal leng ke jela Meghalaya kum shibenta jong ke jingrakhe ban ken mau buram ya ke lengkho sngi kha ke basis pa sanpo jong Sardar Vallabhai Patel.
Habayekran bikinong to kubor haga jingan lang u director ketenat Sports and Youth Affairs u Diki Dishira. State Director Jongka Mai Bharat Meghalaya, U Sarvendra Pratap Singh but Uko Convener Jong Unity March Meghalaya U Hemanta Timung. Menteri Ketenat Sports and Youth Affairs ke Jelau ba Wailat Miki Shella, Witho ba Ketenat Youth Affairs and Sports ke Sarkar Pedang ke Labata ke Jelau ban Penlong ya ke Unity March ke Bejing Rakhe. Ya ke Lengkho Senam Singkha ke Basis Pa Sanpo, Jong Sardar Vallabhai Patel hak Lengkari. Witho ba ya campaign na play akan Rutri Urisau do Menteri Ketenat Elakai Kari u Dr. Mansuk Mandavia. Berkani mentah kelihatan cekmat dan kejing Penlong ya kejing kop to essay, kejing kop gerensan social media but leadership program lengba kamai Bharat portal keblai shimbenta di samlana ke Lengkari. Uba wailan Miki Shelau lepentep baga wat kebaar jengka campaign kan sedang naduk kelai puitri Urisau bat kan beteng haduk arp santerik unai wieng. Hagaban Penlong yaki padiatra haki distrik keberana keleng kejela Meghalaya hagaba kejingiat kan long haduk pra do 10 kilometer. Bakani kejingiat kejat kan amlong tangkum ke program nrai gede kejingker siau ki patba kemo Sadar Patel ulah peneteli kejela banthayo ke Megari. Uletu bagi dekat jangka Mai Bharat ke NCC ke NSS ki kena ki school ki college ki kenhuan jang ki imlang salang pat jang ki nyam baper keman mai shimbenta ha ke padiatra. Bat ulapan tikada mama uru ni shim batalang bat nyawer bat banpa dak sitish ki MLA bagnawan ni shim batalang hagane ke Unity March. Ulong bamanta kirang penkrek ban penlong ya ke Unity March haga bagin selok bat ki officer jung district bat penat pulet. Dak benta bat pej bat kmi egur kompanyat di kali bat kiwei ki jingdon kam.
Share with you all that we have been directed from the Ministry of Sport and Youth Affairs to conduct the Unity March for the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. So today we are witnessing a truly historic occasion. This is not just another press conference but a platform to share details about the Path Yatras that will soon begin across the nation and in our region. This campaign is one that seeks to awaken the soul of the nation. Through this press conference, we are making the beginning of the Sardar 150 Unity March in our region to commemorate the 150th birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel. Friends, this is a great moment for all of us, an opportunity to pay tribute to the man whose courage and resolve bound together a fragmented India into one united whole. We all know Sardar Patel as the Iron Man of India, but his real strength wasn't just his iron will, it is his unwavering belief that India is one, India is indivisible, and India will remain indivisible forever.
Dah kejing temu banyale ban kentiu ya kejing lakai football hakisnong kibadon hakapsar hakase palai jong katayau la play patba ya kamadan artificial football turf hamadan center Kharbuli Nongkrem kabalong ru kamadan artificial turf kabanengkong hakathai Nongkrem.
Ya kene kamadan artificial turf la peru menteri rang ba kejelau Konrad Kongkal Sangma rengkat kejingdan lang menteri ketenat sports and youth affairs kejelau ba wailat Miki Shela Wemele berem kedongkrem uba lambor malnyang usiem kahimak hairem upa iem Dr. Balajit Singh siem bat kiwe-kiwe. Ya kene kamadan artificial turf ha madan center Kharbuli Nongkrem Lashna lengba ke skim jangka Khelo India dekat State Sports Council Meghalaya kabel menjur ke senam Arhajar Arpho Arpuwei. Haba jingkran menteri rangba ulpan pau ke jingkeman halor ke jingla ban pendap kene kamadan badong ba ke sarkar jela klashim khiaba ban kentiu ke sab kapong jingkang ilakai ha ke jela. Ulekentu igi samla traishnong bat negishnong bamarjan ban penan kam hok ekan kejakai lakai bat ban sumareka da kejingkit clear bat ban shimikilat kilenti ban kentiu shushu ya kasap lakai jongki. Uba wailat miki shilau lepen pau gejing temu jong sarkar ban kershan kinong lakai ki samla nong sengkam sengjam ki nong tem bat ki samla kaleng ki benta jong jela kentup ya kejing hikai kejing kershan pisa bat kilat ban yok kam yok jam.
And hence, while we invest in education, while we invest on our roads, while we invest in different aspects of the economy, we must also invest in different avenues for our youth. Sports is a very, very important part of a young person's life. Sports is not just about enjoying the game, but sports is a way of life. Sports teaches you to be a disciplined person. Sports teaches you to be a hard-working person. Sports teaches you to be a sportsman in terms of the spirit. To be humble when you win and take defeat in the best possible manner and learn from it to become better.
Ka St. Edmund School Shillong hagas ngi thoding jong ka tayo galapan long ya ka school concert ya ka bal ai ka teng evita ha ka ba ki khna school ke le shimbanta shirhem ha ka ban pen e ya la ka sap ka phong ban ak kum ki teng shop ki puran bat panyar wairu kene ka concert ka dai shapang ke jing im jong ka Eva Peron ka kurim baar jong president ka ri Argentina Uyuan Peron ka bala pau nam bha bat yo batru ya ka bor ka jing tre ki kam mon song bha bat ka khana shapang ka jing yap no jong ka
Oh, what a circus, what a show. Argentina has gone to town. Over the red carpet and just got in Peron. We've all gone crazy. Morning, and morning, more like falling over ourselves to get home. Off the mystery ride. Oh, what an exit, that's how to go. When the thinking you're cutting down, the man to be buried like Eva Peron. It's quite a sunset and good for the country. In a roundabout way, you read the front pages of home. The world's papers today. And who is this anti-Evita? Why all this howling, this medical sorrow? What kind of goddess has lived among us? How will we ever find her? She had her moments, she had some style. The best show in town was a clown. Outside the Casa Rosada, crying for the road. But that's all gone now. As soon as the smoke from the funeral clears, but all that I see and now, she did nothing for years. too. Now every Peron and every disadvantage you need if you're gonna succeed. No money, no class, no father, no bright lights. There was no worshiping at the age of 15. As this tango singer found out, a tango singer, Agustin Magali, who has the distinction to be the first man to be of use to Eva Duarte.
On this night of 1,000 stars, where the music of love's guitar, in the glow of the twinkling lights, on this night in a million nights, the evening
never seen a central equation quite like this. Even by the standards of the Buenos Aires society, the gathering of the world around glitter. The rolls and the divers, the hammers from Harris, the globes, the diamonds, the crystal, the wines, the procession of ladies from England and France. And the sound of the match, oh yes, the whole team won. But that's the British ambassador felt now. That did not reflect back in the British hostage. 3 of the Argentine players were educated at Eton.
You're not trying to get cheap, we're trying to let you want to shine. But if the show me that you're happy, be running my body. Put me down for a lifetime of success. Give me credit, I'll find it. Rio, Calcutta, Florida, Corrientes, Novena, and Rubio. All I want to know is stay there when the sun is. Because you wanna know what you're gonna get in me. Just a little touch of, just a little touch of, just a little touch of snow.
Tonight, I'm proud to be the people's spokesman. You've given help to those who lost their homes, but more than that, conclusively shown that the people should run their affairs on their own. Make sure your leaders understand the people.
I've heard so much about you. I'm amazed, for I'm only a soldier, one of the thousands defending the country he loves.
But when you went, the things you do affected so.
But when you went, you take us away from the splatter of the real world. Are you here on your own?
Yes, oh yes.
So am I. What a fortunate coincidence. Maybe you're my reward for my efforts here tonight.
It seems crazy, but you must believe there's nothing calculated, nothing planned. Please forgive me if I seem naive. I would never want to force your hand, but please understand I'll be there for you. I don't always rush in like this. 20 seconds after seeing her.
lights are out. I see every bad sign in the book as far as they can. Overweight to a man, they have that lean and hungry look.
It doesn't matter what those morons say. Our nation's leaders are a feeble crew. There's only 20 of them anyway. What is 20 next to millions who are looking to you? All you have to do is sit and wait, keeping out of everybody's way. Well, you'll be handed power on a plate, when the ones who matter have their say, and with chaos in store, you can reluctantly agree to be called.
There again, we could be foolish not to quit while we're ahead. For the distance there's enchantment, and that is why all exiles are distinguished. More important, they're not dead. I could find job satisfaction in Paraguay.
This is crazy defeatist talk. Why commit political suicide? There's no risk, there's no call for any action at all, when you have unions on your side.
Argentina, the chains of the masses untied. A new Argentina, the voice of the people cannot be denied.
There is only one man who can lead a new workers' regime. He lives for your problems, he shares your ideas and your dreams. He's the one for he loves you, understands you, is one of you. If not, how could he love me?
A new Argentina, the old one has gone sadly wrong. A new Argentina, the voice of the people rings out loud and long.
Now I am a worker, I've suffered the way that you do. I've been unemployed, I've starved, and I've hated it too. But I found my salvation in Quran meditation, and Him saved as He saved me.
A new Argentina will all go along for the ride. The same old cliché, but let them have the freedom to breathe by insecticides. Of the industries that the foreigners control, participation in the profits that we make.
Shelter highs, higher wages, votes for women, larger toil, more public spending, a bigger slice of every game.
It's annoying that we have to fight elections for our cause. The inconvenience having to get the majority. If normal methods of persuasion fail to win us applause, authority. We have ways of making you vote for us, or at least of making us stay.
Heron has resigned from the army, and this we avow. The day county side of Sarkos, he is marching with now. He's so good to you, but he loves you, understands you, is one of you. If not, how could he love me?
But you Argentina, the chains of the masters of time. But you Argentina, the voice of the people, cannot be and will not be and must not be denied. There again, we could be foolish not to quit while we're ahead. I can see me many miles away, inactive, sipping cocktails on a terrace, taking breakfast in bed, sleeping easy, doing crosswords. It's attractive.
Don't think like you. I often get those nightmares too. They always take some swallowing. Sometimes it's very difficult to keep momentum if it's you that you are following. Don't close doors, keep an escape clause, because we might lose the big apple. But what I have done, what I did, if I hadn't thought, if I hadn't known, we would take the country.
But you Argentina, the chains of the masters of time. But you Argentina, the voice of the people, cannot be and will not be and must not be denied.
Te paralok baro da kita ki kubor ngila pois ka bakut jang ka kubor jang imenta ka tayo ngin se champion la champion kublai chibu.